How we doing? My name is Gilbert Ross. I am a real estate investor and looking for funding on this particular property. I'm going to run through the numbers and show you some photos of the property if anyone is interested in talking further or potentially funding the deal. Please, I'll have my contact information at the end of this. So let's see here. So, So here's the some of the photos of the property. These are the interior photos. Very nice house. This one is in Garland, Texas. I'll give you the exact address in 1 second, and we'll run through the numbers. But the house is move-in ready. This house is being offered with the owner financing from the seller, and so that's how this one is going to be structured. And so as you can see here, here is the property address, Lamont Drive in Garland, Texas. We feel that it has a value of about 310,000. So that's what we would be looking to sell this property for. What we're going to do is get into this deal with the terms offered by the seller, and then we're then going to offer it to a end buyer to move into the property and live in the property and offer them financing. So our funder for this particular deal is going to be in first position. The seller who's selling us the property, we're going to put them in second position. And then the person that we put into the property is going to be in third and fourth position. So again, we're purchasing it at 270. The seller is looking for about $50,000 down. We may be able to negotiate that down a little bit, but right now they want 50,000. So this is how the payment would break down. Initially, they're looking for a 6% interest. We're obviously going to get we're going to negotiate this down to at least 3.5%, if not lower at this particular point. And then again, here's what the sales price of the property would be. Again, for someone who can't go down and get their own financing from a bank, we're going to offer financing, and we're going to take 10% down or more. But for this purpose, we said 10% down. We're going to structure, again, two notes for that particular buyer, and they're going to go in third and fourth position behind our funder, as well as behind the seller that has a second position on this. We're going to write it at 9.5%, the two loans that we're giving our buyer, and this is their payment. 1950, just under 1955 and 391. So that's roughly, about $2,400. When you factor in taxes and insurance, they're going to be somewhere around like 2,800, which for a $300,000 house is pretty affordable. So the total acquisition cost on this would be $54,500. Again, they would be in first position. So if you just look at that, 54,500 divided by the 270, if you want to say the value is 270, you're at 20% loan to value. So our funder is well protected in this particular deal. So if anything does go wrong and we have to, take this property back and sell it, that our first position funder is in good position. If that happens, they could definitely sell this property to make back, what they were looking for in terms of a return on this property. So the cash flow that we would get, after our funder is paid and the person in second position is paid, is $61.54. This is what our funder would get, just under $1,300 for the next 60 months. That's a 15% return annually on the $54,500. And so, after 72 months, the total profit for us, so this is after our funder is paid on this and they're out of the deal in 6 years, this would be our total profit. We would have collected just about $20,000. Plus, once we put the buyer into the property, we'll get a check for just over $9,200, because that takes into account what they put down and then all the expenses and marketing and all the fees and everything that it takes us to put someone into the property is going to be about $9,000 left. And we'll take that once we get our buyer into the property. And then in 72 months, there's a payoff of about $73,000 that'll be owed to us at that particular time. That's if we cash out of the deal totally. Probably won't do that. We'll have to figure out, some other strategies in 6 years on what we want to do at the property. But let's just say we had to go ahead and, cash out of the deal. We would still be owed just about $73,000 for a total profit in the 72 months of just under over $100,000. So this is what we would take home. The 12, I'll just do it for the funder on this. The 1296.55 times 60 months. So you'd have made over $23,000 in the 5-year period, at a 15% interest. So, and then, like I said, very well protected on this deal, being in first position. So if anyone has any questions or comments, please let us know. Our telephone number is 973-475-8488. Or you can email us at dealsacg@yahoo.com. So either way, you can get in touch with us, okay? I appreciate your time, and everybody have a great day.